When I came to Christ 20 years ago in Bellevue in Memphis, it really, Paul's journeys were what really unlocked the New Testament for me. And to be able to see where he was when he wrote certain books, certain actions that happened to him, and that just all of a sudden opened, it was a revelation for me. So what I wanted to do here, it's so wide and it's so deep what happens in these journeys that I needed to break it up in certain ways. So I started with Google Earth. And so if somebody wants just a flyover, a quick view of what happens and where he went and the verses that were in Acts along with it, I've got that side by side, and I even created a video out of that. And then I've got a much, much deeper version where John MacArthur, I use his sermons through Acts to be able to really let people go in depth because he does such a great job, both with history and doctrine. And you get to see the geography of where Paul was when these activities took place. It's actually a little bit misleading as it's turned out to be called Paul 2020 Project because I started out with a focus on Paul's journeys. And then I realized as I got into it that I actually needed to back up and have my starting point being further back in Acts where Paul had his road to Damascus. And then as I got into that, realized once again, I needed to go backwards to Acts 1 because the journeys really started there. But then even then, as I looked at it the last few days, I realized I need to go back to Luke in the last few verses of Luke, because that's where the ascension happens and the Great Commission and that sort of thing. So it's Paul, definitely, but it goes back to some other earlier influences.